Hi, and welcome to They Play Games, the first ever podcast for gender non-conforming people. I'm Ladell. I'm your host, creator, all-being extraordinaire, and basically we're going to talk about everything game-related, game industry, and everything in between. We are joined today on the first podcast ever by Alice, who I work with. Pronouns are she, they. And basically we're going to give a little bit of an insight into how I came up with They Play Games and a little bit into Alice as well. So Alice, do you want to give a little bit of an introduction into you?
Okay. Hi, my name is Alice. My pronouns are they, she, as Ladell just said. During the day, I am Auroch Digital's lead marketing manager, so I'm technically Ladell's boss now, so watch yourself. And then in my free time, I am a partnered Twitch streamer who is now also diving into the world of YouTube, and I also created the vegan stream team Thriving, who are a very nice space to hang out with on the internet. They're all really lovely people. And I have been in the video games industry for about 6, 7, coming up to my 7th year now in the games industry. I've worked at games media places like Rock Paper Shotgun and VG247 in the past, and I worked on their YouTube channels. And now I've been in the marketing side of things on the dev side for about 2 and a bit years now. I don't think there's anything else to say about. Obviously, I'm vegan because I mentioned that earlier. I'm also bisexual, and I am pretty sure I'm non-binary, but gender is confusing.
Gender is massively confusing, which is why I started this. To give everyone a rundown into how They Play Games came about, Lauren met up with one of our mutual friends, Sarah, and they were talking about how there needs to be a space for, first of all, it was non-binaries, to be able to have a communication, have a space, have that conversation that's needed, because She Play Games, as amazing as it is, some people just don't feel comfortable going on it, and that's totally fine. I personally as well wouldn't feel comfortable going on it, because last year I went through the journey of being like, I don't feel comfortable aligning with the woman tag at times, so I now wouldn't feel comfortable with it. There's certain times when I do align with it, and I'll get into that in other podcasts and later episodes, but for the most part there needs to be this space. So me and Lauren from She Plays Games had a really nice conversation, and we're like, you know what, like, this is a lot to take on, but someone needs to do it. And I was like, I will do it. I will 100% do it, because I love talking.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't say yes that quick. I love talking. I love to help people. It's like one of my biggest things. Like, if I can pass on any sort of information, even if I don't know it personally myself, I will find out that source of information. I will find someone for you, pass on that information, and make it known to everyone. I will share everything that I know. And also, I'm nosy. Like, I want to know what everyone else is doing. Like, if you're in the game industry, as I only came into the game industry a year and a bit ago, I joined the game industry in 2021, October, November time. So having being able to join in that small period and be like, there's no one for me, there's no one to talk to, I don't know who to reach out for who's like me, who I can talk to. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the main character. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a space where it's for me, where I can go find people. And I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care. So that's how that all came about. So yeah, Lauren basically gave me some of the assets, helped me make. I remember we spent like time, and we're like, oh my god, what can we name it? And we're like, oh, we didn't want to. I was like, this is easy. Firstly, if it's non-binaries and everything, they play games. We got she play games, they play games. She plays podcasts, they play podcasts. We're like, done, sorted, easy. We're like, keep it as simple as possible and make it known that like we're together and it's a collaborative event and it's something that we want to help and work with each other, not separate. So it was.
And
really
how easy
great.
was it making the social accounts for this podcast?
Okay, Alice knows, right? So okay, the socials accounts. There's a lot of social accounts floating around the internet, either called Them Plays Games, Them Player Games, Them Player Gam, because someone couldn't spell. Someone couldn't spell, and someone was very overexcited.
Yes.
And I got too excited, didn't proofread anything. And look, I've got a science background. Science background doesn't mean that English is my strongest point. So a lot of things got missed out.
It's maybe my favorite, like, ever kind of origin story of anything ever that I've heard is the amount of these socials that you sent me. You're like, oh, don't tell you why it's so exciting. And I was like, oh yeah, the grammar though, not quite right. And you were like, oh okay, I'll change it. Oh no, I don't remember the login. Oh, I'll make a new one. It was just like, it was so funny. It was perhaps the funniest thing ever, just seeing this whole thing get created. Obviously I'm super proud of you and I think it's amazing that you're bringing this platform forward, but the way that it got there, impeccable, absolutely amazing.
The funnier one was the day of announcement on January 5th when I was like, right, everything started. Like, me and Lauren had our last not last meeting because we're going to have more, but like we had our meeting, we like went over everything, we're like, yep, let's do it, we're ready. I was like, I made an Instagram account and a TikTok, and I was like, I didn't remember the logins, so I made another one.
On the day?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The chaos that you bring to this industry is unmatched, I'm pretty sure.
I was like,
oh my
don't
God.
remember the logins. Everything's made again. So
so funny.
That's why if you see socials from different accounts, shh.
Yeah, you didn't see anything. Pay it no mind. Absolutely, just whatever, ignore it, it's fine. Oh my goodness.
But now we've got the same branding, apart from the Twitter, everywhere.
What's different on the Twitter?
So Twitter is They Play Podcast.
Oh, okay.
Because
you'd already taken.
No, someone else had already got They Play Games.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, and then everywhere else, I didn't want They Play's podcast. I wanted They Play Games.
Okay.
So, everywhere else is They Play Games. So, on like the emails and everything else, it will be that.
Yeah, it's very consistent. It's very good. It's very slick. It looks very professional.
Thank you. And then all the logos and colours on the website, which should be launched by the time this podcast is out.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
exciting.
The website with the logos is all non-binary colours, and that is all also the same colours and everything obviously it's got an amazing photo of me on because I am the main character.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, as you should be.
I'm so sorry, I couldn't help it. But I think I also wanted to put as much gender non-conforming and non-binary facts on the website as possible, so it could be like a place to collate news.
Little resource site.
Yeah,
That's
little
cute.
resource that people can get
That's
to.
cute. I like that.
Yeah, thank
nice.
you. It's a nice little idea of me.
Yeah, it is.
It's rare
I wonder
that
who
I
came
have
up with that idea. Yeah. I think the problem is with this is Ladell's trying to be all like, oh, look at me, like I'm so mysterious in the way that I move, and I get a running thought process of Ladell's brain constantly throughout the day. So none of this, I'm like, oh, I need to be like, whoa, no way, and then but I actually know about it already, and I'm not very good at pretending to be shocked.
You say that, but then my random thought process is sending you song lyrics, sending you a gif of something.
Half sentences.
Half sentences. And then maybe this.
You know those tweets that's like write like me. Like how would you know that I was kidnapped in a tweet that I send? It would be you writing a full sentence. In a tweet, I'd be like, that's not Ladell, someone's hacked Ladell's account.
No. If you get an email from me from the They Play Games account, it is 100% official. I try to be 100% professional.
Yeah, no, your emails are professional.
Thank you.
Yeah. I realise what I'm saying. It could make people be like, is this really Ladell? Because it's a fully formed thought. So
just gonna block.
No, your email to me was pretty good. No insults in there, so it's pretty forward.
You're a manager.
I mean, I feel like that has not changed anything.
Anyway, back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast.
So, okay.
Wouldn't be a podcast without a tangent, let's be fair.
Yeah, sorry, I go off on tangents. Expect that.
Yep.
What topic would you like to see featured on They Play Games podcast?
Well, good question, Ladell. I think that I would really like you to have, I don't know, maybe this is like my number one would be for you to have Momo Misfortune featured. So they can talk about the importance of the pronouns in The Sims 4, which is something that they campaign for. And The Sims is a massive game for me. And the history of The Sims and how they represent sexuality and stuff they've been pretty ahead of the game for most of from The Sims 1 onwards. Like, you know, they were like, yeah, you can be gay, you can be bi, you can be whatever. And then obviously, as it's going forwards, the pronouns have now been implemented. They're not 100% perfect, but they're in there now as a basic form, and they're going to be worked on. And I think that'd be really interesting to chat to Momo about its importance. Maybe even get someone from EA, you know, to come on and chat about the pronouns update and stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Big goals. Setting some big goals for me.
Aim high. Don't
aim
down low.
So if anyone from EA would like to hit me up, my email is theyplaypodcast@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. I will happily have you on. Momo, I will possibly hit you up in the DMs.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I think a history of gender
really
in video games would be really cool. But The Sims makes it more niche, doesn't it? Because
I'm saying like I'm not going to do it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry. That sounded really depressing. Like,
yeah, it sounded very dismissive as well. I'll be honest.
Sorry.
Dismissive.
Sorry.
If anyone who's watching this is like, I want to really be on that podcast, but I feel like Ladell's quite dismissive, they're not to anyone but me, so it's okay.
Well, it's actually one of the topics that has come up quite a lot in the forum. For those who
Okay.
don't know, there's a form on our Twitter. I thought my nail came off. There's a form on our Twitter for people to fill out for what they would like to do if they want to be on the podcast. So come down to our Twitter and fill it out if you would like to be on it.
Mhm.
And that's actually one of the topics that came up quite a lot.
Yeah,
was
I think it's a really cool thing because obviously video games for so long have always been stuck in this binary. Do you want to be male? Do you want to be female? And that's it. And I think that it's never even been considered to be able to swap voices for different body types and stuff. Obviously, you can do that more now in games. Like I know Baldur's Gate 3 lets you choose a feminine frame or a masculine frame, and then you can choose whichever voice goes with it and stuff. But still, I still get the ick from the masculine and the feminine thing because it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, can you not just
like voice line A, voice line B?
Yeah.
Like,
and can you not just have body type, like just a body type that then you can choose to add attributes to or take attributes away? Like there's some parts of people's bodies that they're quite happy and comfortable with, and then there's some parts that they want off them. So it'd be nice in like fantasy games or like The Sims where you could just be like, I don't want that bit, like, but I want that bit. Like I don't know. It's just I'm not explaining this in the best way, but do you understand what I mean?
No, you are, because there are some fantasy games that do it really well, and I want to say it's, oh my god, okay, it's either Lost Ark that do it really well, I want to say, and it's gonna rile me if it's not Lost Ark, because I remember looking at it being like, oh my god, it's amazing, like, but they still label it as like male or female, but it's like body type A, B, C, D, but the body shapes are like really well done, if that makes sense. Like you could tell it's like even though they're labeling it as a feminine body, like they've still got different traits, and you could change them, and it made me feel like more seen, if that made sense.
100%.
And like in there's some other games. There's so many games, and like I've got it all written down for another podcast.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about it too much today. But I think
me spoiling all my secrets, being like,
yeah, we don't have to talk about it too much. I think that is one that is particularly interesting to me because I am someone who is going through the whole gender exploration thing currently. I have been for like 2 years, so I think I just every time I'm like, yes, we figured it out. Something comes in and it's like, no, woof, boom, you're not that anymore. And I'm like, no, I thought I'd done it. Like this time last year, I was like, yes, I'm definitely a woman. And now I'm like, absolutely don't think so.
But
and it's okay. It's okay to go. It's okay. That's fine.
That's what I was gonna say. You don't actually have to figure it out. Like,
no,
that's the thing. No. You don't have to figure it out.
But it'd be nice if games let you do the figuring out in the games, whereas like it's not as easy to do that in the games. Like I want to be okay. Do you think we ended that last one properly?
Probably not, but we're just gonna have to leave it like that. Or I will just talk on it and just say my internet went poop. Get over it.
Okay. We could maybe figure out a way to be like, and that's why it would be really cool to explore the history of sexuality in video games.
And that is perfect ending to that topic that we definitely didn't crash at. Yeah.
Definitely not. Nothing like
definitely.
That happened. No.
Okay. So, Alice.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Okay, Alice. So,
yeah.
What advice would you give to someone trying to get into the industry?
Well, I got into the industry in a very odd way. I got into it through an internship scheme through my uni, and I just so happened to be in the right city that had games media sites. and they were looking for interns. So, and I had video editing skills, and that's what they were looking for. And then I came in on an internship scheme thing, and then I have managed to trick everyone into thinking that I can actually do my job, and here I am now. Sorry, that's the imposter syndrome talking. It's really bad, especially in this industry. It's really bad in this industry. But advice I would give to people getting into the industry. So I have helped a few of my peers, colleagues, and friends get into the industry now.
Yes, you have.
I had a little chat for an hour once with Ladell about getting into community management, and somehow managed to convince him to apply for a job. But Ladell came to us through Limit Break, which is a really cool mentorship scheme that I have had a lot of friends involved in as a mentor and a mentee. It was Limit Break, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Limit Break. Okay, cool. And so mentorship schemes are really good. You can even look into getting a mentor through not a scheme, but it's usually best to do it through a scheme because.
Sorry, just wanted to interrupt you to say that some people are like, because they're not able to give their full-time and dedicated time during Limit Break, like their DMs are quite open, and they're always able to help people even outside of it.
Yeah, I think looking into the people who, there are quite a few people online in the games industry who I think give pretty decent like threads and other things like that, like free information, and just often they're open to conversations in their DMs and stuff. And I think that's always a really good route of finding those people online and chatting to them and finding out what you can bring. And I think that another important thing is transferable skills is also a really good route into the games industry, because I know a lot of content creators, I know a lot of streamers, and none of them like putting that they're content creators or streamers or whatever on their CV for whatever reason. They think it makes them look unprofessional. In this industry, it is part of the industry, for lack of a better word. If you stream, if you've made content, you are part of the games industry already. If you want to get into the dev side or the media side, you can still use these skills on your CV and tell people that you do these things. If you're a streamer, you're a community manager, you're a social media manager, you're a moderator, you do all these really important things that are hugely, hugely beneficial in the games industry. And you could easily land yourself a job in marketing with those skills. Like, they are marketing skills, and you need to not downplay them. And
that's what I did.
That's what Ladell did. And look where Ladell is now.
I was gonna say, doing what I love, which is true. Doing what I love. But I was like, is that too cheesy? I was like,
the framing of that, where you're like, I was gonna say this, but
I know.
It's not cheesy.
No, I really love my job.
Yeah, and you're really good at your job.
Thank you. My performance review's coming up in a week. Actually, it's due on Friday, so can I send that clip for my review?
I mean, you can. Whether or not it gets accepted as part of the review process is another matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone else. So we're just gonna ignore that.
I have one other thing as well, though. Can I bring that in as well?
Yeah.
So, my partner has recently got a job in the games industry as well, despite not being a streamer, not being a YouTuber, not making content in any way. He was in the telecoms industry as a project manager, and he has managed to come across into this industry as a video game producer. How cool is that? You've got transferable skills in most of your jobs, and the games industry also needs people who work in finance, who work in HR, who work in all the things that go into making a video game that people don't really think about. So, basically, don't shut yourself off from the games industry just because you're not a programmer and you're not a designer, you're not an artist, because you can get into the games industry without those skills. And I mean, you can't become an artist without being an artist, obviously, but I mean, you can go into the other areas if you've got those skills. So It's
That
pretty
is so
pretty
true,
broad.
right?
So true, bestie. Yeah.
So true. Don't. But that's the thing, right? So many people just assume that like looking for a job within games is limited, but it's so vast, and there's so many things that people can do that people maybe it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. Sorry, that's my hair. It's overwhelming, and as well, it's where to look. The first things I would do, which is what I did, is I narrowed down to what type of job I wanted to do, and then from there I listed transferable skills, and then I applied like hell.
Yeah, you did.
And it doesn't matter if you don't get it first time. And I will say this every single podcast if I need to. It doesn't matter if you don't get it the first time, the 10th time, the 100th time. Just keep going. It's all about that perseverance. And the fact that, like, you are a marginalized gender, like, it is, I'm not going to lie, maybe it is stacked up against you, but no one's going to know that, because where they're going to see it on your form, they're only going to know it if they search you, and most people won't search you until they've got you to that interview stage. And if you realise at your interview stage that you're feeling like they're treating you different, that's when you can pull something up against them. But we're not going to go into that because this is just the introduction, and that's way too much.
I was like, wow, this is going to be some really good advice.
And that's for another episode.
So you better subscribe so you can find out when that last thought process gets finished.
Yes. But this is literally it. Well, I did have one last question.
Yeah, I can see that in the email. Yeah.
Can you? Yeah.
Is this going to be the question?
Yeah, it was. Okay. Please take a moment for this because it's really important.
Okay.
Why am I your idol?
Why are you my idol?
Yeah, why am I? Yeah. Sorry, that got sent in by someone. Someone sent it to the They Play podcast DM.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was someone called Pastel Back 90. I don't know who that person is.
Right,
but they said to ask you, even though no one knew that I was going to be interviewing you, they said to ask you.
Oh, specifically me.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to all of your podcasts. No. Okay.
No,
just me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, you're my idol because.
Anyway, that's the end of the podcast, everyone.
I was actually going to say something really nice. I was going to say, you persevere, you stick with it, you know who you are, and you help people like hell. You are like one of the most selfless people that I've ever met in my life. So I'm going to make you blush now, and you're going to wish that I hadn't asked you this question. So
I have blusher on, so it looks like I'm blushing anyway.
Well, joke's on you still, because I'm answering it properly. I think you're amazing, and I think that you deserve this platform. It's amazing that you managed to pull this off, and that you're gonna be leading this platform, and I can't think of anyone better to do it than you, because you're amazing.
Thank you. Thanks.
So
thanks. I hate praise, and you know that. So...
You shouldn't have asked this question then, should you?
Anyway, that's the end of the first podcast, because it was only going to be a short one anyway, because it's just a little intro, and I just needed someone to fire off questions with. So
yeah. Well, thank you for having me.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for coming on. I heard you had a little bit of tech issues getting here, but everything seems fine.
Yeah, I got stuck in traffic as well, so...
Oh, yeah. You look a bit windswept.
Yeah, I did. I got stuck in a lot of traffic. Yeah. No, thank you so much for asking me to be on it. It's an absolute honour to be on here. And I was also featured on the She Plays Game podcast back in the day. So that's if that's not if that's not an example of your gender journey, then I don't know what is. So yeah.
Definitely. They will also be linked. Alice's socials will be linked in the podcast description.
If you like the Batman, you're in for a treat. If you like anything else, don't follow me.
Don't do it. The podcast will be fortnightly-ish. I'm saying ish. We'll see. No,
Nice.
I don't know what time is. I shouldn't have promised that. Anyway,
it's quite bold to put a schedule out there already.
Well, I did promise someone that it was going to be fortnightly.
I mean, ish. You know, ish means anything, right?
Yeah, ish. I do have a lot of people. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to end it.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you have to edit this as well now.
God, you know I hate editing. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for listening and being part of my journey on my first podcast.
Yay!
Please like and subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, follow us on all our socials, which I will link. I will probably also do another soundbite of my socials because I definitely forgot to do that, but I'm too lazy to do it now. Bye. Oh, I nearly pressed leave. I just want you
Don't do that. Yeah.